Hi, I'm Mike Hopkins, COO, Paul Davis Restoration. Man, it's funny. I remember when we first got together, you said, hey, let's connect. I've got this new coaching gig I'm doing. And I knew who you were through others, which all positive. And I said, well, you said, well, hey, could you recommend some folks for me? And I said, not till I've been coached first. And I'm really grateful for the relationship that we've built, both through coaching and outside of that. It really helped me to get a handle on remembering that there's a clear connection between me as a person and output as a leader at work. I say that a lot, but the reality is in my role, I don't have a lot of people saying, how you doing personally so that professionally you're doing well, and being challenged in both. And so I've really appreciated where that's taken me. So it's been fun. There's been multiple examples where I've seen it play out. I think the biggest of which is this connection to accountability around what I say I'm going to do. So we have accountability to numbers, we have accountability to different kinds of results at work, but there's some things that happen that maybe not everybody at work sees, but are really important in order to really achieve things. I was thinking about how important it was at one point to work on my personal life plan, which I update every year. And you kind of helped me work on that in between. And a lot of what happens in that life plan is what happens at work. And so nobody knew that I'm working on that except for you and my wife. And I really appreciated that tension to keep that happening. Because as a person who wants to practice continuous improvement, that was a big thing. So I appreciated your help with that. Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't recommend someone I didn't trust. And I trust you. And one of the reasons I think that trust is so important is that you aren't telling people how to think. You're helping people to think by asking them great questions about themselves. What's important to them, what their passions are, what they want to achieve in life, where they want to go, what they want to do. And then when they make a commitment to that, I know that you're going to hold them to that. And I don't know anything about any of those conversations. I know who's meeting with you because I approve the payment to pay you. But I like how you respect that boundary of that relationship you have with our folks is one that's held tightly, and it needs to be with the appropriate level of confidentiality. There, I think that matters. And so I think that's good too. I think a lot of people who are leading are often very lonely and don't have that background. Who's the safe person that I can really talk to about life and career? So it's not going to see a professional counselor per se. It's someone who's going to be a coach for you and what you want to achieve in your life that you're passionate about that you can go get. And I think I'm 100% sure that 100% is tied to how we perform at work. And you know me, look, work and life at home are not separate. And so if you're winning at work, you're winning at home. If you're struggling at home, work's going to be hard too. And so if you got someone who can help you on a bit of both of that, I think it's a big deal. And I know you're never going to let anybody off the hook on what they commit to. Yeah, it's interesting. I think that for other companies should consider working with you. And one of the reasons is because if they want to grow as an organization, leaders have to grow, right? People have to be healthy and get to where they want to get to. And I think that, look, I'll just throw this down. I think that any leader any organization that's considering working with you, the leader of the organization ought to consider working with you first. And why not? Give it a shot. Be courageous. Why not let Curtis in? He'll keep it confidential. Like, I'm not worried about you keeping it confidential. And I know that if we have folks who are more engaged in general with where they want to go in their purpose in life, they're going to progress at work. That's a proven fact. That's become pretty common and in vogue these days. And regardless of whether I feel like it's now popular or not, become popularized, I guess, would be this idea of being the employer of choice. Everyone wants to be that now. I've felt that way, and many around me in our organization have felt that way for a long time. And we kind of did that before it was cool. And we're seeing that it works. So for those who are wondering whether it's going to work or not, even if you're uncomfortable with the idea, I would say take a risk and give it a shot. Yeah, look, I think getting coaching takes courage. I was really thinking about that this morning and how we all need to work on our hard thing, whatever that might be. It doesn't mean necessarily work harder. Maybe for some people it does, but in most cases it's not. It's like, what is that hard thing? And I think if we really want to go to the next level in our leadership, we need to do that, and we need to do that alongside someone. So I appreciate that you've come alongside me in that, and other people in our organization. I mean, we've got a lot of folks that have worked with you and are working with you and are going to work with you. And I would just encourage everybody, if you want to improve, Curtis will help you. You will help them find what their hard thing is, and they'll begin to work on that. And then the real development can happen, right? It's not up here; it's more at a deeper level. So I appreciate the opportunity to work with you, Curtis.